There are actually two main things you can do to measure your ring finger. But the first method involves a pencil, some really thin paper, and a millimeter ruler. Cut the paper thin if you haven't already. Wrap it around the base of your finger where the ring will eventually sit. Mark the point where the paper crosses over with a pencil, and this is actually pretty difficult by yourself, so maybe get someone to help. It took us like 6 attempts. How often do people say, I have no idea what my finger size is?
Daily.
Yeah.
Every day you will have someone come in, whether they are looking to get a ring and they don't know their ring size, or they've come in because they want to buy a gift for someone, or someone's going to buy them a gift and they don't know what size finger they are and they need to let them know. You have different profiles, not only on the outside of a ring, but on the inside. If someone wants a wide ring, there's 2 different types of wide rings. They look exactly the same, but what you'll find is one will be flat on the inside and one will be curved. So when you measure a finger, it can vary a little bit in your finger size as well.
Straighten the paper against a ruler and make a note of the distance of the marking. This is the circumference of your finger. You can then use this size chart to find the UK, US or European ring sizes. Or if you can't check right now, click the link in the description below to see the size chart on the Burrells website and check back later.
You can get lots of things on the internet that measures your finger. They're plastic stretches, and your fingers can change so much in a day, so you will get a very different measurement.
The problem with the paper method is that it's difficult to be 100% accurate. So the size chart has decimals of a millimeter, and even the letters go into Q, Q1/2, T, T1/2. So let's talk about a method that's a bit easier.
Speaking to a professional that has experience, I always ask the question, what width ring do you think you might be getting? Because there's no point measuring you and giving you a size that's really not going to work for your finger. Okay? It's talking about not only when a customer measures their fingers, their lifestyles, how they use their ring, how they like their rings to feel on their finger.
Tell me, what do you do?
When a person comes in, a lady or a gentleman come in the door and they say they want their finger sized, the first thing I do is get them to sit down and ask them a few questions like what kind of style ring they're looking for. Have they found the right ring, and do they need just the finger size, or are they looking for rings with us today? And then I would put it on their finger to give them an idea and ask them how they feel it fits on their finger, because ultimately I'm not going to be wearing it.
Talk me through the next bits then. So is there a special name for this keyring thing and this box? Or?
We call them ring keys.
Yeah, good.
There most probably is. So this is the wide measuring gauge that has many sizes. On this one it starts from an H and we go up to a Z+6. The finer gauges, we start from an A and go up to a Z1/2. So the letters are what we go by in the UK. Like I said earlier, there is numbers. Pandora use numbers, and European sizes are numbers, and America as well. There are some rings out there that can't be ring sized. If it's a full eternity ring, so it's got diamonds going all the way around, it would be very hard. Sometimes it can't be done, but sometimes it can. But it is a big job to do, okay? We do have customers come in that need their ring cutting off. If that's the case, or if the ring's very tight, I normally tell the customer to take their ring off and to leave it about 2 to 3 weeks, okay? And that's because their knuckles swell over time and their fingers have been squashed because the ring's too tight.
Click the link below to see the size conversion chart, or click to speak to a specialist about finding the perfect engagement ring or wedding ring or any dress ring. Make sure you click the subscribe button as well, because we release a brand new video about jewellery or watches every week.